Hey everybody, this is Leah. Today we're going to talk about split sleeper berths and the way that platform science requires that they be done. But to start, let's make sure we all understand how to do a split in general. A split sleeper is taking your 10-hour break into two parts, the short part and the long part. The short break must be a minimum of 2 hours, while the long break must be a minimum of 7 hours. But added together, they must make a whole 10, so a 2 and an 8, or a 3 and a 7, etc. It does not matter which break comes first. The short break can be in the sleeper berth or off duty, but the long break must be in the sleeper. Even if your second break is a whole 10-hour break, it still must be in the sleeper because that's technically the second break. While splitting your sleeper, you will drive part of your 11-hour clock, then take the qualifying break. When you drive again, you will have available the remainder of your 11-hour clock. Now that the time's up, you need to take your second qualifying break. When you go back to driving, the only hours you gain back are what you did not drive between the two breaks. You never gain your whole 11 hours back until you take a full consecutive 10. Platform science now requires that you mark your intent to use a split sleeper berth before you start. It will no longer automatically credit you that time. When you change your status to off-duty or sleeper, you will now see a toggle switch that says Split Sleeper Berth. You will need to touch that button to mark your intent and then continue changing your status like normal. If you forget, or if you didn't intend to stay somewhere for 2 hours but did, you can go back and edit to mark intent from the Hours of Service app. Go to the Overview tab and find the status that you want to edit. Touch the colored block of the status in question, and on the right side of the screen it will say Edit Event Status. Take your finger and scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and you'll see the Split Sleeper Berth Intent toggle switch. Touch the button to mark your intent, then click Save Status. Now once you've completed your first split sleeper break, the short one or the long one, you now have to tell the system to show you your available time. Touch the timer at the top of your page. It shows all your available clocks and your recap page in between the notification bell and the current time. Here you will find another toggle switch marked Split Sleeper Adjusted. Once you turn that on, it will turn your clocks yellow and it'll show you your available time with a split, and you can turn it off or back on to see the different clocks. Now please note what it says underneath if you turn it on: contingent on second break. This means if you use the short break to pause and extend your 14-hour clock, you must do the second break. Even if the second break is a whole 10, it must be logged in the sleeper and you must toggle on the Split Sleeper Intent button when you take that break. This is technically your second break and it has to be done for it to count. Just remember, if you mark one, you have to mark them both. And this even applies if you're coming home for your 34. If you use the short break of a split to extend your clock to get home, you must complete the long sleeper berth break before going off duty. We recommend turning the split sleeper toggle on every time you go in the sleeper or off duty for an extended period, even if you're trying to get a full 10, just in case something happens and you end up needing it as a split later. It saves the confusion of making the edit. We've also posted 2 other videos on our YouTube channel about the basics of split sleeper. Just go to Cargo Transporters on YouTube and search Split Sleeper. But if you have any questions, please reach out to Tim or Leah in safety.